Hey everybody, welcome back. No, I am not in the craft room, but I am at my other job. Not the lock shop, but the other job, the restaurant. But anyway, I thought I would take a few minutes while I'm waiting on some things to finish up so that I can shut down and go home. I thought I would take a few minutes and show you a Tunisian hat that I finished today. Today is Thursday, and I think I might have showed this to you guys before. I don't know, maybe it's just something I randomly grabbed yarn for. I can't remember. I've slept since the last time I made a video. Yes, that's how my days go. But anyway, I grabbed a couple of skeins of yarn off my shelf. So I love this yarn. This is the colorway green turquoise red. There we go. I also grabbed this skein here, which is Graybeard, and I made a Tunisian hat. I started out doing it flat, just kind of playing around using the same numbers from that hat, the one on the Yarn Inspirations website that I made the ribbed Tunisian hat. I'm using the same numbers, basically doing it the same way. However, I started it out flat, but decided to finish it up in the round. Okay, I experimented and it looks amazing. But I've done this before. I remember doing this before. I actually have instructions written down for myself from doing it before. But I grabbed this hook. This is one of my longer Tunisian hooks. I do not know how long it is, and I do not have anything with me to measure it. But when I was in Hobby Lobby a couple days ago, I did see that they do have a couple of different sizes of these longer double-ended Tunisian hooks. I don't know what size because I really didn't pay that much attention to the sizes, but I did note that they had them. This happens to be a J, and I don't have this size in my clover hooks that are double-ended, so yeah, and I didn't want anything bigger, but this one worked out absolutely perfect. Like I said, I started this flat, and I was using two colors, and then I decided to do it in the round, and I did the same decrease as I would if I were making like a knit hat. And it looks like, honestly, if you didn't know that I did it bottom up, you would think I started top down. Yeah, pretty cool. I do think, however, though, the next one that I make, I'm going to do a couple more stitches on the end. This hat fits really good on my head. It is a little bit tight. I do like it, and I know it'll probably stretch over time. But here is what we have. This hat right here. And I said, I promise you, I did this bottom up. There is the top. Like I said, it's got the same type of decrease as it would have. Oop, let me fix that. You guys are sitting on top of a napkin holder, so hold still. You can see that's got the same type of what looks like increase, but that's actually a decrease on the top, which looks really cool, I think. And then it goes down, and on the bottom here, I did kind of a rib. I didn't do it like the normal way you would do it, but I used the hook, and I started one end and put my loops on, and then I started on the other end and pulled my yarn through, and then went back, and then I came down here, and I just kind of zigzagged back and forth for a few rows, and that's how I come up with this, what looks like garter stitch on the bottom. But all this is simple Tunisian, only going opposite directions, if that makes any sense. So here's the inside of the hat. It is all finished completely. It does look a little wonky right here because of the way I had to sew it up, but I do believe that's because of the way I started the bottom of the hat. So, moment of truth, here we go. It does fit. I like the way it fits. It fits about perfect on my head. There is a little bit extra on top, but yeah, other than that, it is like almost a perfect fit. So, I am super happy with this. It's not real complicated how I did it, but I think I have a pattern or basic instructions anyway on my blog, which I don't do a whole lot on my blog anyway. And it's not the Tales from the Craft Room one that I had done a couple years ago. This is a different one. It's on Blogger. But I will go look and see if I can find that. And if I can, and it's actually what I think it is, I will link it down in the description box below for you guys. So thank you guys for joining me. I enjoyed making this hat. I think it looks like a rag rug, honestly. You know, those colorful rag rugs. And I definitely think that this yarn needs to be knitted. It looks okay that way, but I think it would look absolutely amazing made with circular needles, knitted on circular needles. So as soon as my circular needle hat is finished, it's getting pretty close, I'm getting really close to the decrease on that, then I will probably starting a hat with this for knitting. So thank you guys for joining me real quick, and hopefully my other stuff is done so that I can close up here and go home, and I will see you someplace, probably back in the craft room, for my next video.